Hi, so I'm back again with another video about my healthy, skinny pregnancy. And I just wanted to find that for you guys one more time if you have heard this before. My definition of a healthy, skinny pregnancy is maximizing the health of my baby while minimizing my excess weight gain. Last time when I was pregnant with my son, I gained over 50 pounds. I'm only 4 feet 9 inches. And even at the time when I was my pre-pregnancy weight was 5 pounds over my normal weight. So just add that to the 50 plus pounds that I gained, and I was really up there. I was looking closer to 60 pounds gained. So I definitely don't want that for this pregnancy. I had tons and tons of issues dealing with the weight, not only during the pregnancy, but during labor and postpartum. So I definitely don't want that experience. With that being said, there are some do's and don'ts that I have applied to my current pregnancy that have definitely helped me avoid that excessive weight gain. First of all, let me just make it clear that right now I'm 7 months pregnant. During the last pregnancy, by this time, I was already 30 pounds in on my weight gain. Now I've only gained 10 pounds so far. That's a really, really huge difference. So I'm gonna go over the do's and don'ts that I'm applying this time. First, let me start with the do's. So the things that I'm doing in this pregnancy that are positive for a healthy weight gain and management have been definitely making sure that I get my healthy, dark, green, leafy vegetables. They are so important, super healthy for the baby. They have that folate that the baby definitely needs for the development of the nervous system and so much more. So you definitely want to include that into your daily diet. For me, the way that I do that is through green smoothies. In the morning, I'll eat a green smoothie that's based in spinach and it'll have lettuce in it as well sometimes. And then during my lunch, sometimes I'll have kale or kale for dinner. I just try to include it in each meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because it is uber important. And it's also low in calories, but also extremely high in nutrients. So that is your number one thing that you definitely need to add to your diet. Another do eat eggs. If you are not a vegetarian or vegan, then yeah, eat eggs. They are rich in choline, which is really good for memory and brain development of the baby. It also helps you with your pregnancy brain. I've had less moments where I don't remember things or I'm having a pregnancy brain moment, much less often this time. And I do equate it to the eggs that I've been eating, whether you eat them whether you eat them deviled or boiled or scrambled. The important thing is that you try to get it into your everyday meal if you can, or multiple times a week. I try to eat them every day. I have to tell the truth, I do not eat eggs every day because that will bore me to death. Eggs are not going to cause you to store as much fat as, say, a whole wheat sandwich. I know some people get a little bit afraid of, oh, do I eat both the yolk and the actual whites of the egg? Eat the whole egg. I think that's best, and that's been best for me. Another do, drink a lot of water. I mean a lot. I drink a gallon of water a day. It is super important because sometimes you'll feel hungry when your body is really thirsty, really in need of hydration. And a friend of mine and I actually were just talking about this, how some pregnant women really focus more on increasing their food volume and tend to forget to also increase their liquids. So you have to make sure that you're increasing the amount of water that you're taking on, because it helps us so much. Water is important for flushing out the toxins and making sure that the nutrients are really getting into the cells on a molecular level. So you want to make sure that you are definitely drinking as much water as possible. I use an app on my phone called Waterlogged, and that really helps me track my intake every single day so that I know that where I am and I'm making sure that I'm getting as much water as I possibly can. Another do for a healthy, skinny pregnancy, do eat active probiotic foods like raw sauerkraut. It really helps you with digestion. It really helps you with absorbing nutrients and making sure that everything that you're eating is really, really rich and positive for your body. I completely love it. I try to have it for lunch every day, and that has really helped in a lot of areas. Another do is to make sure that you have snacks on hand. Please pack when you leave the house. That is my #1 issue, is being out of the house and getting hungry. I get hungry all the time. So I'm gonna be out of the house with no food. Where am I gonna go? A fast food restaurant, or grab something that I'm not supposed to. So the best thing to do is pack. My husband pointed that out to me, and thank God, because I really was having an issue with stopping to grab something that I knew wasn't as great for me. And definitely packing really helped. I like to pack walnuts, cucumbers, tomatoes, a little salad. Now, the don'ts. Okay, this is the hard part. The don'ts are the hard part. Okay, don't eat refined sugar. That's hard. I know, it's everywhere. But if you try to minimize the refined sugar intake, you will see a huge difference in the weight that you gain per week. You'll see that you're getting this nice big belly, but not nice big arms or face or thighs along with that. So definitely cut back on the refined sugar. A second part of that don't is to actually cut back on some of your pastas, wheats, white flour, stuff like that, because that just turns into sugar in the body anyway. So you're pretty much doing the same exact damage. I know when I was testing my blood sugar levels that a whole wheat sandwich would increase my blood sugar level higher than a Snickers. So that was another thing. I thought I was eating healthy last time when I would eat these whole wheat sandwiches for lunch, but in fact I was really just packing on the pounds. So instead I've substituted the bread for mushrooms or lettuce wraps, and also cauliflower, collards. They're really good for wrapping things in. So I made that substitution, and that definitely helped. Another don't. Okay. Don't try to go cold turkey. If you really love things like ice cream, like I do, or cheeses and things of that nature, and you're trying to get away from it in order to minimize, your weight gain, or in order to be healthy overall, you really, really, really need to move slowly and incorporate substitutes. That was one of my areas of problem, because I began to binge here and there whenever I just had an urge or a craving, because I didn't have a substitute. I didn't have anything to actually fulfill my craving. So I kept feeling like I was depriving myself. Now, technically, you're not depriving yourself, right? You're making healthier choices. But because you're kind of used to making certain choices that are bad, and definitely things that are refined sugar or breads and stuff, they're comfort foods. They have kind of an addictive quality. So you really need to pamper yourself and treat yourself as a recovering addict. And you need to be mindful of that. That it is not going to be all that easy to just go cold turkey, especially during this time, right? When you blame the baby for the things that you want. The baby does not want that mess. That is mess. Oh, she kicked me. She doesn't want it. She just confirmed that. She doesn't want that mess. She wants what's healthy, what's going to help her grow and develop and be strong. So definitely incorporate substitutes. I am going to load a couple of videos soon on some substitutes that I've been using that have been amazing for me. One is definitely really important, which is ice cream. I have to have some type of substitute for ice cream, and I have found a good one. So I'm going to share that with you in my next video. So these are things that have helped me to gain 10 pounds instead of 30 pounds now at 7 months pregnant. And I hope that these things will be really helpful for you as well. If you have any questions, comment in the comment section below. I have tons and tons to share about my food and diet. I'm definitely going to share with you what I've eaten in a week or in a day, so that you can really get to see what it's like to make the changes necessary to have a healthier pregnancy. And I really hope that this encourages you to subscribe so we can continue the conversation, because I don't want to just talk to myself. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.